Welcome to today's Science Inquiry. I'm George Wolf, and today's Science Inquiry involves a flask of water, some ice, and a bit of pressure. Now let's take a look at what I did here. I actually took some water and I heated it up to boiling, and I put this rubber stopper in there. Now you'll notice it's not boiling, but watch this. I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to add an ice cube, and let's see what happens. Oh, and there you have it. We can boil water with an ice cube. Isn't science great? Now, you know there's a question coming with this, but before I give you that question, you may want to look up the terms boiling point and atmospheric pressure. Now, after you look them up, try and answer the question that goes along with this inquiry. How did I manage to boil this water by adding ice to it? There's a real challenge for you. Good luck. Let's start out by talking about boiling to begin with. When you add heat to something, its molecules start to move faster, 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 and eventually can escape that liquid, even though the atmosphere, the air above it, is pushing down on it. All right, that's boiling. Now, here's what I did. I took this thing and I boiled it. So I had brought it to something called its boiling point, which of course meant it was going fast enough to escape into the atmosphere. But then I did a little trick. I capped it up, which kind of created a vacuum in there, so it stopped boiling. It had nowhere to escape to. It was capped. Hot water, this little place here becomes its atmosphere, which there's not much of, all right? And then I did the following. I put some ice cubes on there. Now let's think about what those ice cubes did. They didn't cool down the water. They cooled down the air above the water, its atmosphere, if you will. When that atmosphere got cooler, it shrunk. When that shrunk, it literally created a vacuum. There was nowhere to go, so it just kind of sucked up. Well, this vacuum created less atmosphere, and if you have less atmosphere, literally you have less atmospheric pressure in there. So you're not pushing as hard on the water, so what can the water do? Well, it was hot. Boom, it goes shooting out. We call that boiling. We boiled water with an ice cube, not because we heated the water, but we cooled the atmosphere above it. Neat, neat stuff. All right, let's summarize this. Boiling is the process by which molecules move fast enough to escape a liquid and enter the atmosphere. And the boiling point of any given liquid depends on how hard the atmosphere is pushing down on it, something we call atmospheric pressure. That's pretty neat stuff. Now, I'm George Wolf, and I want you to remember to discuss today's science inquiry with your class and your teacher. And I'm going to challenge you guys again next time. But remember this, you'll never get any answers unless you ask those questions.